took the public opinion, and you see that in Constitution it is mentioned, we the people of India. Now, we the people of India is the greatest significance of this formation of Constitution. It means that the source of Constitution is we the people, and on our will, our people, our elected people, they wrote down the Constitution. Now, in this Constitution, the various rules and regulations have been mentioned. Now, there is started the preface of the Constitution is known as preamble. The preface of the Constitution is known as the preamble. Now I'd like to tell you the meaning of preamble. Preamble is an introduction of our Constitution or any documents which contains each and every aspect of the Constitution. Looking at preamble, one can easily understand what is inside the book or this document. So the preamble is the preface or introduction of our Constitution, or in other words, it is the introduction of any legal document. Now, you see that the Constitution, in this Constitution, there are some important dates of the Constitution. Important dates and events. Now, dates. As I told you that 9th December 1946. The event is that Dr. Rajendra Prasad was made the permanent chairman of the Constituent Assembly. Now, second important date is 29th August 1947. What is its importance? That Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar, popularly known as Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, was appointed permanent chairman of drafting committee, and on that particular day, the drafting committee was formed. That is, in other words, that on 29th August 1947, drafting committee was formed, and it started to work from the day under the leadership of Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar and his associates, that is, other member. Then comes, you see, 26th November 1949, the Constituent Assembly completed its work. And it took 2 years, 18 months, and 11 days, 2 years, 18 months, and 11 days to complete their work. And on the same day, it was signed by all the members. And finally, the last and most important day is 26 January 1950. The Indian Constitution was put into effect, and it is known as Republic Day. And this particular day, this 26 January 1950, is very important, and it is regarded as one of our national festival. Now, you see that our Constitution has certain important features. That is, features of our Constitution. Features of our Constitution. Now, what is the main feature? It is a written Constitution. Written Constitution. Each and every aspect of the Constitution is written. Nothing is left. Why? To avoid the confusion and ambiguity. Second important feature is longest Constitution. Now, longest, nothing is left. Even the minor things are also included. As such, to avoid the chaos, the confusion, the ambiguity, and clearly dealt each and every aspect. As such, the rulers will not have any problem to run the government. And then comes that blend. Blend means mixture of rigidity and flexibility. In other words, partly rigid and partly flexible. Partly rigid and partly flexible. That means certain sections can be easily changed. These are called flexible sections, or certain section has got difficult to change, and that is called the rigid constitution, rigidity. Then comes federal form. Federal form of government. Now, federal form of government, what does it mean? That we have got the division of power in union and states government. Now, in union, we have got president, prime minister, and the other ministers and officials, and in state we have got president is represented by governor and chief minister and so on. Now, the matter of national importance like defense, foreign affairs, printing currency notes, these are included in union list. There are certain aspects like education, police, these are in state list. And third one is in concurrent list. Concurrent list means on particular issue, the union can make the law, on particular issue the state. But suppose a law which is passed both by union and state, and it is different, the law passed by the union will be affected. And last but least, the provision of amendment. Now, what is called amendment? You see that the framers of the Constitution realized that in the long run, the taste, preference, geographical condition, religious conditions, everything will be changed, may change. In that case, certain sections or rules may need to be changed. So they left the provision of changing certain sections, and that is called amendment. Like I'd like to tell you that 42nd Amendment, in 42nd Amendment 1976, the word socialist and secular has been included. I will deal it later on. And the fundamental duties were also included in 42nd Amendment 1976. It is given in the part 4A of the Constitution. And in 86th Amendment, which took place in the year 2020, so I'm telling you here that 42nd Amendment Constitution Amendment passed in 1976, and 86th Amendment, I'd like to tell you, 86th Constitution Amendment Act passed in 2020, and this 86th Amendment 26, 2020, the right to education was passed, and it came into force on the 1st April 2010. Right to education came into force.